Okay.
Yo, why are all of those? Listen, bro. Y'all tried to deny it and act like I was crazy when I said that most of these women with the starter kit, that most women, most black women in particular, that I've experienced, that I see on social media, that I see walking around in real life when I travel to these different cities, that most of these women are big. And when I say big, I mean big. Most of them weigh more than men. Most of them are well over 200 pounds. Most of them are with the baby mama starter kit. And you know what? To be honest with you, this is even worse because this is an HBCU, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is an HBCU. And I'm gonna get to the graduation rates and all of that stuff. But before I get to that, let me say this. These women are in college. You know, when I was growing up, my mom and my grandmother would say, Anton, or actually my father would say it too, but they just reinforce it. Anton, make sure you're not talking to no big girl. And I was like, why? And it was two reasons. My father gave me a reason, and then my mother and them gave me a reason. My father would say, listen, don't become big friends with a bigger girl, especially a bigger girl at a young age. And I said, why is that? He said, because listen, you're gonna start to overlook all of the different things that you would normally not deal with in order to get with them, and then you're gonna start seeing them for who they truly are. So, well, that don't seem like a bad thing. He said it's not until you get into an argument. He said, because when you get into an argument, you still got to go to sleep with that. I said, okay, Dad, I see you. And then my mother and my grandmother would say, Anton, they ain't even had kids yet. Most of these girls ain't even had kids yet, and they big. They ain't even got no room to grow into and then get back from it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand, first of all, and this is just a genuine curiosity. I'm curious for all of y'all that's watching this to just let me know, why are American women, especially American black women, so big? And then we don't even call it big. We call it thick. Oh, you thick. You big boned. No, your bones is the same size as everybody else's. I just honestly, I don't understand it. It's weird to me. It's not something that really makes sense to me, but it's something that we address. Now, let's get into this. Langston University graduation rate is only 5%. Is that true? So I was right about the fact that the most enrolled, and then y'all got the nerve to be sitting here celebrating and all of this stuff. And y'all so happy and proud to be a part of some kind of Greek university. Let me play a little bit more of this.
It's what? Okay.
Look at them girls, bro. And they so proud. They so happy to be ratchet. And you know, y'all put on these Jesus Christ. This is why I raised my daughter differently. That's why I don't want my daughter to ever go to a HBCU. Why I want my daughter to go out there and get in a bunch of student loan debt, and why I'm very careful about how it is that I raise her. I just can't, man. I can't, bro. This is so wild. They got all of the drip on. They got all of the drip. They got all of the sheen, all of the Timu, all of the dunks. They got the Jordans on. They got the pandas. They got everything on except for some deodorant. Oh, this is a new sorority right here. So you had the other sorority, you got the new sorority. I thought that they were supposed to be the like the super pretty girls or something like that. Is that the AKAs, the Akas?
Come on. Let me see some. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is a mess, bro. This is a straight up mess. And the fact that this is the video that's going viral, And then a whole bunch of people sent this to me, and I tried to avoid it. I did. I was like, I tried to avoid it, man. But I am, bro. It's disappointing. It's unfortunate. This is our future, and also these are the women that is also going to be mobilizing, and they are just the same ones. They're the younger versions of the women that we dealing with today, as far as how they're mobilizing behind Kamala Harris, and they stroll into the polls. Yo, I would be so embarrassed if my daughter was out there doing something like this. I would be incredibly embarrassed. And it is disrespectful to people that maybe it's not. Maybe it's not disrespectful because I think that we all need to separate ourselves. And one thing that we don't talk about in other cultures is the fact that they do separate themselves according to how it is that they embrace culture or whether or not their culture aligns with what it is that they doing on these other sides. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the screenshots. Jesus. Look at the screenshots. Oh God. I don't know, man. I mean, listen. Who am I to judge? I think that the most disrespectful part about it is not even how they present themselves, but the fact that we still funding universities that have a 5% graduation rate, if that be true. And you know what else that I heard that I haven't done any research on yet, but I'm a deep dive into it. I heard that HBCUs is begging for money again. So these are the main organizations that are not self-solvent, is begging for money, has low graduation rates, but they get the most visibility. And then we spend more time focusing on identity and diversity, equity, and inclusion. But when you mainly get your own universities that largely is composed of your own student body, you don't have success. And I largely see a lot of these organizations and a lot of these, what was it, Bethune Cookman, it was insolvent. Langston, they say that's the soul plane of it. I mean, I guess it's all soul plane to me. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I was never interested in going to a HBCU. I was always an in-state type of guy because I wanted to minimize the amount of money that I was spending. I didn't want to take out any student loans. As a matter of fact, I'm at the lowest end of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't have no dog in the fight because I went to community college and then I transferred over into a major university. So I'm at the lowest end of the spectrum. Please ignore my opinion, but I'm curious as to what yours is. Make sure you tap into the Patreon link is in the description. You'll have a higher graduation rate as far as your success. Um, and then teach Hanley 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This is crazy, bro.